Hi, I'm Annabelle.
I'm Sophia.
And this is our last video
For our 20% project.
Sad to see us go. I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you're sad to get rid of us.
Big deal.
Alright, so this week we are doing catfishing and the importance and dangers and what to look out for. And yeah. Alright, so first we're going to start off with the definition. So, catfishing is when someone who pretends to be someone they're not, using Facebook or another social media to create a false identity, and they do this to pursue online romances.
So, some red flags about this, and then I'm going to say something else. The modeling profession. So if anyone says they're a model, watch out, because it means that they are recognized as a very attractive person. If the person you are talking to says they're a model but also has another amazing career and job, he may or may not be too good to be true. Models are generally very busy and travel a lot. Also, it's very easy to be a scam artist like this and just copy pictures and post them and take pictures off the internet and pretend that you're someone that you're not. Another thing is Facebook profiles, which I think this is one of the biggest ones, is that if a person's profile has fewer than 100 friends, and more specifically, if there are photos of a person with other people, but other people aren't tagged in any of the pictures, be cautious. These may be pictures taken off an unsuspecting person's profile, because you can just go and screenshot someone else's pictures. Traumatic injuries or illnesses. We see car accidents, deaths in family, and cancer a lot in catfish scams. So it's very common, because the best way to avoid meeting up is by having a traumatic experience. It will make the other person say, oh my god, don't worry about the meeting with me now, I will just wait until you are better. In this way, it's kind of tugging at your heartstrings, making you feel a little guilty, and sympathy is an incredibly strong emotion that's used with catfishing. If there's no pictures, if a person can't immediately send you pictures of themselves in this day and age, then you should proceed with caution. You've got to expect and require them to show you some degree of who they are, because if you don't know who they are, then why are you talking to them? Also, no webcam. If a person cannot get to a webcam after repeated requests and attempts, this is an early potential warning sign that are trying to avoid you seeing who they really are. There was a video that went viral a couple months ago. I saw it on Facebook, and it was on ABC News, of someone that was going to do a documentary or kind of something like that, an experiment about catfishing, and he was Facebook messaging 4 different 13-year-old girls, and he had their families know about it, and so the families of the girls were in the back of the van, and so this high school boy, who was actually a 32-year-old man, was texted them and was like, oh my gosh, I can't make it, so my brother's going to pick you up. He's in a white blah 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 SUV van or whatever. I don't know exactly what van it was. And so the girls actually got in the car, and then the parents are there and are like, what the heck are you doing? And so it's very easy for younger children, especially because they're not focused on those kinds of things, and they just found someone on Facebook that started texting them that were really cute, and so they just focus more on that and not so much the common sense of it all. Also, an incident was, there was a recent Florida sex sting operation with over 50 men arrested. These sexual predators targeted children online and posed as teens, when in reality they were teachers, businessmen, students, and tourists ranging in age from 19 to 60 years old.
Alright, so a few tips that you can take away from this is that you should never post questionable comments or photos that will come back to haunt you. So be careful with what you post online, because
it never goes away.
Yeah, it will never go away. So you should talk to your kids, especially tweens and teens, about talking to strangers online. And the truth is that point blank, they should not be speaking to strangers online. And so you should set up boundaries and show them examples of how internet predators will prey on children and adults. It is not just children. You just see it more commonly in children because they're more vulnerable and easier to get to. So kids can relate better to real life stories, so you should share them with them. This will give them a better understanding, and they'll actually realize, oh, this is actually really dangerous. Also, you should limit the personal information that they're allowed to put online. So this should be like their address, their phone number, full name, financial information. None of this should ever be allowed. They should keep it simple and just don't, that information is unnecessary online. Also, make sure to tell them that they should never share their password. Do not share your password with anybody. There is no reason for you to give your password to someone. If someone needs to log in your account, you can log in for them, and then you can sign out for them. Do not share your passwords unless it's with your parents. That is okay, because your parents can have your passwords. All right. Now, for parents and teens, don't think that it's ever too late to start building and maintaining an online reputation, but make sure you build a positive one up. Now, if you're a teenager and you're always out partying and drinking, do not post pictures of you drinking online, because that stuff will never go away. That stuff is always stuck on there, and then your parents will see it. Your future coworkers will see it. Colleges will see it. The people you were, everybody can see that stuff, and it will never go away. So be cautious about what you post online. Also, make sure that your privacy settings are secure. So, like, if someone you're not friends with can't see where you are right now. Like, sometimes people check in on Facebook. Don't let some stranger be able to search your name and then be like, oh, they're here, I'm going to go find them. Make sure your stuff is only for your friends, and also only accept friend requests that you actually know of the person. Don't just accept any old person.
Especially when the picture is the same. We've had numerous problems with Facebook where people have friended me where you see that they're friends with people that you know, but you don't know their name, but they look kind of familiar. If you don't know them, don't friend them, because a lot of times it's just people taking a picture off someone else's profile and just saying that they're them. And a lot of people try to scam that. Like my mom a couple months ago, she had someone pretend to be her, and so everyone was getting a second friend request from my mom, and she said, I don't have a second Facebook. So someone was taking her name and a picture from her profile and was sending out friend requests to all these people, and that is a scam. So you need to watch out for that also.
And another incident where people have catfished is there will be people who make these fake profiles, and so let's say you're a mom who posts a picture of your baby. People have been known to take pictures. They will find those pictures of children, so real life pictures, and then they will post them on their profile. That's not their children. They don't know who those people are. They're just posting it to catfish, but that's what they're doing. They're catfishing other people, and they make it look like they have this family in this story, but they're using these, and it's not real. So just make sure.
Just be careful when you're on the internet and don't talk to strangers.
Watch what you post. Yeah, don't talk to strangers. If you have any questions, talk to your parents. If you ever have an issue, call the police. You gotta just be careful about what you do online.
So thank you for watching our last video. Have a good day.
Yeah,
and remember, just be safe.
Okay, thanks.